Okay, so here I am, day one of my 30-day stretch challenge for myself. So I have committed to showing up for you guys for 30 days straight, no matter what, no matter if I'm sick, no matter if I'm tired, and I'm gonna bring you value every single day for the next 30 days. How cool is that, right? So guess what? So I just finished hiking with my husband. I was looking over there because I thought he might be in the kitchen, but he's not. I think he's probably still on the couch. So we did a nice big hike today up into the Pioneer Mountains to Pio Cabin Trail, which is a beautiful hike that we've done a lot, and we haven't done it this year. So we've been traveling a lot, we've been doing a lot of stuff, so we haven't had an opportunity to connect and get in nature and really take a long hike, a morning to hike. So I'm just recovering. I just got the shower. I'm kind of recuperating a little bit, but I wanted to share this interesting thing with you guys. So I remember that for a long time, I used to hear people all the time talk about how, before they go on a hike or a run or what they're doing, they want to eat a banana or some type of fast absorbing or fast releasing carbohydrate into their body, lots of glucose for energy. And I wanted to share with you, it was really interesting because my husband and I hiked, a good amount today. It's a pretty, it's a good hike. I mean, it's straight up, and we're at about, 9 or 10,000 feet at that point. So sharing with you that what I did for my nutrition today, I fasted. No food. And guess what? I'm fine. Nobody died. Neither did my husband. We're fine, right? So if you guys are here, wave at me and let me know you're here. So crazy thing, you guys, your body doesn't need, unless you're an endurance athlete or you're working for a performance base, like if I was going on and doing like a race or, a mountain race, I would probably fuel a little differently. However, we're going on a hike, you guys, we're walking up a mountain, right? So the best thing for you to remember is your body doesn't need that carbohydrate or that glucose all the time. Right? What it needs is it needs to understand and learn the metabolic way, the metabolic pathway to utilize fat as fuel. And if you're constantly pumping your body, and I've talked about this a lot, you can look at my YouTube channel and look at all my insulin videos and my hormone videos, but if you're constantly pumping your body full of sugar or glucose or carbohydrates in any form, your body's never going to understand how to rely on the fat stores and turn those into energy, right? It's a different metabolic pathway. So if your body's constantly in a state of overfeeding, being overfed with like lots of carbohydrates, lots of sugars, lots of glucose, your body's going to rely on that sugar and glucose for energy at all costs because it's easy, right? It's an easy fix. It's an easy source of energy. The body doesn't have to work hard to get that energy source. The body has to shift in order to change from burning sugar as fuel to fat as fuel. Okay, so when you shift, you become metabolically flexible, where your body understands how to shift between a fat burner and a sugar burner. And most Americans are sugar burners, right? We don't know how to access adipose tissue fat or visceral fat for energy. And so as you're working through fasting, it's easier for your body in a fasted state to access that fat as fuel. Does that make sense? So today we were up and, even afterwards, there was no carbohydrate intake. It was just fat. It was fat as fuel. We fed ourselves fat, like nuts, and I had some nuts and beef jerky and things like that. So I really just want to drive that home is that your body doesn't need that sugar. It doesn't need that in order to get the energy that you need. Your body has to be trained to be metabolically flexible to get the energy from the fat stores. Does that make sense? So that's why it's really important when I work with my one-on-one clients, especially, or with any of my clients I have in the past. The best way if you have a fat loss goal or a weight loss goal is to do your exercise, movement, anything like that on an empty stomach. So it's going to utilize fat. If your liver is empty, that means there's no glucose stored in your liver and your muscles are empty of all the carbohydrate because you fasted, say, for 16, 15, 14 even hours. What's going to happen is your body is going to be forced, because there's no glucose present, to utilize fat as fuel. Does that make sense? Hi, Mary. Hi, Chris. What's going on, you guys? So if that's landing with you guys, please let me know. So if you have a fat loss or weight loss goal, right? If you have a fat loss or weight loss goal, please don't eat a banana and go run. Please don't eat your oatmeal and go run. There's 30 to 40 grams of carbohydrates in one banana, as well as 30 to 40 grams of carbohydrates in oatmeal. So your body is going to prioritize using that as energy. So if you're working out, hi Satori, if you're working out and your goal is fat loss, not racing or endurance or sports related, if your goal is fat loss or weight loss and you want to get the most bang for your buck with your workouts, you're not going to go and eat a banana or oatmeal before your workout. Your body needs to learn to adapt to how to burn fat as fuel, and you can't do that in the presence of lots of glucose. Does that make sense? So your liver will go to that first and then go to the fat. So if you're pumping it full of 30 or 40 grams of carbohydrates and you're doing a half hour or 45-minute workout or even an hour or hour and a half workout, I guarantee you're just going to tap into that glucose and never even touch the fat stores. So a really good way to kind of make the most out of your workouts and get the most bang for your buck is to make sure you're doing that on an empty stomach, especially high intensity interval training. Great way to burn lots of fat on an empty stomach. It doesn't take a lot of time. It's just fast, hard, intense. You're done. Okay, so what I want to share with you guys next is this is my first day of my challenge to myself. So I'm going to be doing this for 30 days straight. Today is the 17th, and I'm actually going to be doing this live every day until the 17th of September. So if there's things you really want me to hit on or talk about, or there are questions you have with your workouts, fitness, mindset, whatever that looks like, post them here, and then I'll pull all those in my little bank, and I'll pull from those and talk about those throughout the 30 days. And if your idea is the idea that I'm going to talk about, I'll tag you in it so you know I'm addressing you. How does that sound? You guys like that? That way everyone can get their questions answered, in a really, easy way, and then we can go back and forth with each other and you can ask questions live. Does that make sense? Okay, next thing is I'm launching something pretty big on the 17th of September. I've been working really hard. Over the past year, I've kind of tested what's working for people, what's not with my group programs. And right now I do one-on-one coaching only. And so on September 17th, I'm launching my first ever long-term group coaching program that I'm super excited about. So I'm going to be going live up until then, answering lots of questions, but I can't wait to share more of it with you guys because I'm really excited about it. It's an amazing program. And so I will be sharing a lot about that in these lives. But I also want you to know, if you guys are done, if you're sick and tired of going through the yo-yo diet cycle, if you're really just over it, just take yourself into action today. I'm going to be doing these lives, so get on here and ask me questions. Like, this is your opportunity, and I really want to show up for you. So test me, ask me, reach out to me. Let's really get the most out of this that you can. I'm offering all of these things to you for free. So just come in and talk to me, right? Let's just have a conversation. The other thing is, if you want to get on a call with me, if you want to talk to me on the phone, if you want like I get 15-minute free calls, free goal setting calls with people. So if you want to just pick my brain, I do that for free, right? And all you have to do is like get into action, right? You have to just get into action and pick up the phone and book a call with me because I do that for free. You get 15 minutes with me. Ask me anything, right? So if you've got a bunch of questions and you really just want help, you really want support, you really want to know maybe what I do, how I coach, maybe you just want some quick questions answered, get on the phone with me. I invite you to. So I'll put the link here for you to just book a call with me on my calendar. I'm a little busy next week because I'm traveling, but the following week I'm going to have more openings. So I'll put the link here, and if you guys see something there that you want to talk to me about, just post it. And I will pop in tomorrow for my 30 days of lives as I'm stretching myself and getting back on my edge. And tomorrow, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to talk about yet. I'll pull from some of the comments you guys have made here for me, and then I can see if I can talk on one of those topics tomorrow. But I'm excited about this. I'm really excited. I'm excited you're here. Let me know if you like this and you find it valuable. And I'll also, after they're live, I will post them on my business page, which is Jennifer Luddington Williams. So if you want to rewatch them, I'll post them on Jennifer Luddington Williams the following day. But if you want to watch them live, you can join me here in the group. All right. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.